Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I've got post-it notes all over the place. Who's going to be the first to join me? Put them there a minute. It's a warm morning. Bright lights. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Sheila, my lovely lady. How are you this morning? How's things over where you are? Across the waters. Hey, Jiggly Bones. How are you, my lovely? I hope you're well. I hope everything's okay where you are. Ho, ho, ho. I ain't waiting for answers. You like to sit here twiddling my fingers. So, as you can see, going across the bottom of the screen, I'm going to... not too bad, Jiggly Bones. We've had a rough couple of weeks. Doing okay, Ralph's not good. Oh, bless him. And healing's Sheila, and I wish him a speedy recovery, my lovely. Not too bad. Things haven't been going to plan as we would like. Obviously, that's personal life. Yeah, I mean, I've put a message going. Thank you for sticking by us, guys, because I know we've not been live as much as what we normally have been, and we haven't been since I think John's dad's passing last year. I think that's more or less when it hit us. And then obviously then we've had like Christmas, we've had shitty weather, and then obviously other bits and pieces going off within family and stuff. So so we do apologize, guys, but we just want to say a massive thank you for sticking with us, because I know how difficult it can be when we're coming live and then we don't come live, and so I'm a nightmare because I'll post I'm going live and then something will happen and I can't get live. Morning, my lovely. So I'm not posting unless I'm definitely going live because I'm a car bag for doing that. There isn't going to be a live tonight, but not as such. But what I'm thinking of doing is later on this evening, because obviously we're doing a workshop at the moment, a spiritual awareness workshop. We've actually done the first part, but where we're doing it, you can't. We're not too bad, Anne. Thank you. Where we're going, you have to do it with that church, that spiritualist church, if you know what I mean. So you have to learn right from the beginning all the way up. But I tell you something, it's a good reminder. I said it the other day when I was live. But tonight I've got a choice between two books. And if tonight goes to plan like every other night does, I think it might be 3:00 in the morning though. Or it might be midnight-ish. I don't know. I'll see what time I wake, because I've been awake since about 2:00 this morning. So, but I've got a book called The True Hauntings, and this is like short stories of real true hauntings. Over 100 eyewitness accounts of modern day hauntings from around the world. So I think that'd be good to do like early hours at morning. And then the other book, we've got Murderous Derbyshire. So in this one, not so much a haunting one in this book, but it's more of crimes that have been committed, but the historic crimes, if that makes sense. So we're still staying in the bounds of history, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to do this one on members. At the moment on members area, this is what we're reading at the minute. It's the full history of the EM plague. We've got the new beds and we've got the new mattresses. All is good with the beds. They work. The only problem is it's getting out of them, and I'm struggling to get out of bed because I've got nothing to hold on to. So morning, Antoinette, my lovely. So this morning at 1:00, I needed to go to the loo for a tiggle. and I tried to sit up and I couldn't. So then I've managed to get myself to edge of bed, but then I've had to sort of like slide down the edge of the bed to where the wardrobe is, to hold the wardrobe and a table to try and pull me up, but my back wouldn't straighten. It took longer than it should have. I managed to get to Lou, then I come back in bedroom, and then I woke John up by saying, because we get notifications when money goes into bank. So, morning, Susan. We get notification come through. So, I'll just check bank. So I went on bank. And I said to John, how come we're paying 2 Amazon accounts at 1:30 in the morning? And he went, what? He was still half asleep. And I went, how come we're paying 2 Amazon accounts? And he went, we're not, one's from other year. He went, Lindsay, are you really talking to me about this at 1:30 in the morning? So after that, John sort of like woke up. We've been having a look. There is a handrail or there's like... there's them things in there that you can put aside at bed. I think I need one at each side. So I've got my arms to lift myself up with. So I think John's going to devise me something, because some of them handrails we've looked at, they're like 170 quid for an handrail. So, yeah. But we'll work it out. We'll get it sorted. But we're just absolutely knackered at the minute because the sleeping part's not been good for anybody. Good morning, Judith. So we are going to look at them handrails or something that I can push myself up on. So apart from that, all is good with the beds. I am managing to sleep upstairs. So I'm no longer in the recliner, which feels amazing, but I'm still not out of pain when I'm getting up and down. And that was the issue with the bed before. But I didn't realise till my mum says, do you sit yourself right up in bed? And I went, no. She went, well, why not? She says, that's what that bed does. So the bed actually does sit me up. So for the last night, I've been sitting myself up and I turned myself around that way. And it did work. Morning, Sam. It did work. So, now I've got that golden nugget. I've never used one of these beds before. During the bad books waking, not many, Anne. No, it didn't get mad with me. It was just like, why did you choose? And then this morning we've been downstairs and we've just been laughing about it with daughter. Because it's just, it was just stupid. I do it all the time though. I start a conversation with him and it's like silly o'clock and it's over the silliest thing. But when I'm awake, I need everybody else to be awake because I can't talk to myself. I hope you're all right, Sam. I'm having handrails and shower chair put in the shower for Ralph. He's had a bad fall in the shower. Oh, bless him, Sheila. I do hope he's a speedy recovery. The handrails and the shower seats really good. I use them. And they're amazing to use, especially when no matter if you need just whatever you need it for. It's good. But no, apart from that, all is good. The new medications are working, so they're taking the edge off the pain, so it's not too bad. I fell in the bath on Saturday, back in hospital Monday. You've got to go into hospital next Monday, or you were in hospital, Antoinette, on Monday. Bloody hell, I'm behind times here, aren't I? I've got so much catching up to do. I can't even remember last time I did a breakfast with Lindsay kind of morning. When were it? It's got to have been last summer, surely. It's got to have been last year. Was on Monday. Oh, I hope you're all right, my lovely. Speedy recovery. Good morning, Yo-Yo. Have you been out jogging? Bit early for you, innit, to get back from your jog? Yeah, dear. Yo-Yo in a jogging, eh? You want to see her fighting fit? She is. I'm only joking. Well, I'm not, because she's not fighting fit, but you know what I mean. And her jogging isn't really jogging. So when she tells you she's going jogging, she's telling you lies, people. She's actually having a lay-in till 11 o'clock. Shh, don't tell anybody. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know. So, I'll decide which one I'm going to do, true crimes or the horror one. But I am going to get one of these books over to Yo-Yo, because Yo-Yo is going to come on and do some late night stories for us as well. Whether they're going to be the ghost or the crime ones, we're not sure yet. We'll discuss it later when I see her. that's going to be good. And I'm going to be going on in a bit on members to do some more reading on the Eam Plague Village. It's quite good, you know. I really like this book because when you're reading it, let me get to pages where it shows you. You're sort of like reading from journals. So you're actually reading from somebody's journal that was there. So like this one, it's an extract from the journal of the Reverend William Mompesson, Wednesday, 4th of October in 1665. So it's somebody's, the gentleman that wrote the book, it's something to do with his great grandma or his grandma's relations that were there, and they'd actually kept all the correspondence. And it really is, so it's really interesting. Morning, DQ, how are you? I hope you're well. Sorry, Sheila, autocorrect text Sheila. I do apologise. I should think you apologise, Yo-Yo. You should apologise, woman. So, yes, I can't tell you what's happening the rest of the week because I haven't a clue just yet. Everything's just all over at the moment. So, yes. I am going to be going on, though, on members, and I am going to be working with... I think I'm going to do this music. It's like a music box. I had this sent to me from America, and it was Lisa who sent it, mate. And it does it. It still works. There's a wind-up button on the bottom, so you can see it still works. I think this was. I know it was. It's been in the family a while. It's all that jogging. So I am going to work with Pendulum, and hopefully we will. I'll be able to bring some messages through for Lisa that she can validate. There's also other things that have been sent, which I showed you the other week. But I'm going to be doing the Pendulum with that one this week. So that's going to be an interesting one. I'll do the dolls afterwards. But I really, do you know, this is the one I really want to do as well. The jewelry box and this one, because I think this one will, if anything, holds history. Something like this will, because obviously it's Victorian times. And I don't know whether anybody knows what it's for. I mean, it's really great nice. But it was for when people smelt, really. Nice thing to say, isn't it? But when people smell, they used to like hold that to the nose and smell that. They'd spurt that with perfume or something, what they'd got that was a sweet smelling. And they'd hold that to the nose and smell it while they were talking, in between talking. So they couldn't smell the other person. But then again, hygiene back then wasn't really good, was it? So, yeah. Oh, why can't I shut this drawer? I can't shut the drawer. Oh, I can shut the drawer. Thought I'd broke his jaw. No, it's not a pincushion. It's I don't know what they used to call them. I just know that it's what they used to. You know, when they used to have all wigs on and stuff like that. It's back from that time in Victoria time. Don't ask me when. But yeah. But it's that's definitely going to have some history. Whether it's around it, whether we can bring energies through from people that used it, or years that the year it was used or made. Maybe we can get some information for Lisa from family members, whether they newly passed, whether they're going back, where she can actually trace back to that, back to where that comes from, so she can clarify for us the information that comes through. So that I'm looking forward to doing that. I should have done that before Christmas, actually, or just after Christmas when they arrived, but I haven't. So yeah, so that's gonna be an interesting one. So I'll let everybody know the finds. I will be live when I'm doing it, because then if Lisa watches it back, because obviously Lisa's in America, so the different time scales that she can watch it for. Morning, soldier. The different time scales that can be watched for. It depends when she can get on. Obviously, she's got her life, she works, she's got kids and everything else. So yeah, but hopefully Lisa will pop on and let us know how we have done. So yeah, I don't know what else can we talk about. Let's just come on, guys, put something in chat that we can a topic to discuss. What topic? What topic are we going to do this morning? Let's think. What topic can we do? Where's Mason this morning? Do you know? Mate, I don't know where Mason is this morning. He's normally on. He's normally on and about. We might have to give him a message and say, now then, Mason, where are you? Unless I'm in Tracy's out, because I don't know whether Tracy's any better. I know Tracy's been really poorly. What do I think of Boris? We're talking about Boris, Tracy, and Dave's dog. Hey, do you know what? To be honest, Anne, it's over my head. Morning, Dawn. To be honest, Anne, it is literally over my head. I don't watch the news. I don't watch politics because I just think it's just a waste of time. I don't waste my vote. I do go and vote, but put that one up on screen so I don't forget. But yeah, so I've seen him apologising and doing his stuff. I mean, to be honest, if we get somebody else in, is it going to make a difference? Is it better the devil we know at times? What they all did, what all government members did. I mean, you've got one good visiting his family or girlfriend and wherever she lived, and she was travelling up to see him. You've got but everybody who attended that, if Boris goes, everybody who attended that needs to go as well. And then we're just going to be bringing in different ones. I mean, I did vote to leave. I voted for Brexit. I'd vote for Brexit again. But if another party comes in, they're now talking about doing another referendum, and it's like, really? It's just like, I don't know. It's just all crazy. So yeah, I'm best not to discuss politics. But yes, staying, carry on doing the job. Exactly, and you know, better the devil we know. I mean, NHS, I mean, he has been putting the money that they said for NHS, and I think that's been going away, going partly to NHS. They've not privatised it like people said they were going to. All right, bits are getting privatised, but not the main NHS. They made a mistake. We've seen that all the hospital workers and all those people that aren't jabbed need to get jabbed or they lose the job. They've made some mistakes, but then again, hopefully they learn from mistakes they've done. So yeah. So Sheila, when did I realise I was into the paranormal? Just before my dad died, I realised I would have been around about 8. I might have been a bit younger than that, but I haven't got no memory from that. I've got memory up to the age of the main memory takes me back to my dad, so that would be around 8. And it wasn't till I was about, I'd say 11, 12, you know, when you start thinking more of things that have happened, then it piqued my interest. But what happened was when I was 8, I had a really bad dream, a horrific dream, and I dreamt that my dad had died, but he'd been murdered somehow, and we'd found him on a fight. It were awful. I can describe the dream from start to finish. And it's the dream still sticks in my head. And then a week later, my dad passed. Now, at that time, I didn't connect the dream with his passing because you were too young. It weren't like we were a spiritual family, because we wasn't. We weren't really a church. We weren't even a church-going family. They made us go to Sunday school, but I think that's because him and my mum wanted nookie on a Sunday afternoon, to be honest. Yeah, I was only 8 when my dad passed, Soldier. Hey, Michelle, I hope you're well, my sweets. I hope you're feeling better. And my dad were only 31 when he passed. My mum was 29 and our Jenny was 6. So, yeah, it was like a premonition, Sheila. But you don't look at it like a premonition. You just think it's as a bad dream. Before we got told that my dad had died, I woke our because we had to go to my auntie's. Obviously, everybody went to hospital, so we had to go to auntie's. And it were about 3 o'clock in the morning, something round about that, and I woke our Jenny up because we were in my auntie and uncle's bed, and I said to our Jenny, "Oh, my dad's died." I says, "He's died," and our Jenny's going, "No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't." And our Rachel, we must have woke our Rachel up. She come in and she belted me. She gave me a slap because she thought I'd smacked our Jenny, because at that point, our Rachel had no idea what we're going off because she'd gone to bed. They'd not told our Rachel. They just told our Rachel they were going out. So nobody had any knowledge. And then the next morning, I think about 6:30, we heard them come back. So we went downstairs and they told us then. But I can remember where everybody was sat. I can remember what everybody said. I can remember what our Jenny said. And it's like, it's one of those memories, one of those moments in life that I will never, ever forget. And I'm sure you guys have got moments. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be about somebody passing. It could be a memory of, I don't know, a wedding, a birthday, a celebration, more so than anything. And a holiday, it could be anything. But for me, that memory is so profound and stuck in my head that I never got over that. So that's what took me down into the spiritualist side first before the paranormal. I started going to spiritualist churches and I started getting interested in spirituality and stuff like that. And then I had a gap from about 16 to about 22, 23. I had a gap. Did I have a gap? Yeah, from about 16 to 20. No, sorry, about 17, 18, that's when I started going to spiritualist church. But then I only went for a year. Then I went back in my 20s, and that's when I started learning how to do the tarot and all these other workshops and stuff. And that's what got me then into paranormal side. But even though I could do tarot cards in my 20s, I wouldn't do it because in my 20s, I would have done it for wrong reasons. It would have been a financial. So I would have been one of these people that I moan about that charge XXX amount of money for a reading. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't do it. And then I just put my cards away and I didn't pick my cards back up till we went into lockdown. And it was because we were in lockdown and I just had bless soldier. I'm so sorry for your loss, my lovely. I thought, ooh, I know what I can do while we're in lockdown, in first lockdown. I'll get my tarots back out. So I did. And I wasn't confident when I first come on doing tarots. I did everybody mod chat before I would go live, and then I was quite nervous. But then my flow just come back, because they say once you learn something, it's just like getting on a bike and getting back on. So yeah, so that were really good. So then that's where paranormal clicks in for me, with ghost hunting. I always wanted to see, like we do, we always want to see his loved ones. I always wanted to see my dad's spirit, or have him visit me, or sit on bed so I could feel him, or I don't know, do things. I never got that. We did get a clip of him in a picture with one of my daughters, and it's in the top corner. I think I've put it online before. I'll have a look and see if I can get it. I'll put a picture up of my dad as well. And my dad's face is in the top corner looking down at her. And at that time, she was going through a really rough patch. And when I showed it at the spiritualist church, they said that he didn't mean to get caught. But when she's took that picture at that moment, unfortunately, it was there looking, and it was just caught on camera. But they don't like to show themselves. But in a way, it was comfort, because I knew then that he was round her at a time when she needed him. So again, and then obviously then we started going on paid events. I used to go on Morning Maxine, hope you're well, my lovely. Then I started going on events where you pay for events, and you take your own stuff and you go off in these groups kind of things. And that were good. But the only thing I don't like about them is you can guarantee when you've paid to go on a ghost hunt, and I don't know if any of you guys have found this, when you pay to go on a ghost hunt, I expect everybody there is into the paranormal like I am. And you can guarantee that there'll be somebody that's dragged the boyfriend along, or there's a girl that's gone and two of her friends aren't into. So all they do is really take the piss all night, or start going, I've seen something good, and just making it and turning it into a joke rather than. And I'm not saying it has to be serious, but there's a time to laugh and there's a time to be respectful to other people. It does take piss on. Oh, well done. So it's sort of like, so that's where it come from. And then me and John just said to ourselves one day, well, we enjoy it, so we'll go live. And we didn't think now on it. We just thought, well, we'll go live. We're just putting out there what we're doing. If people want to join us and watch us and enjoy it with us and be part of it, then it's a fair game for everybody, isn't it? So that's where it all come about from. So there has been a long interest into paranormal, but like I said, it was more spiritualist, I think, when I first went on. It seems subtle and hurtful when people take the piss out of a belief system. It is yo-yo, and it's horrible because it's horrible. I should say horrible. It's awful. That's what I'll say, not horrible. But it is awful when people take piss out of whatever belief it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a spiritual belief, whether it's something totally not to do with that. It may be confident in yourself, and people are taking the piss out of that and laughing, and it just has the adverse effect of any of your children taken after you. I wouldn't say so. I think Jordan, out of the three, Jordan, I would say she's she's a judge of character. So we meet somebody, Jordan will know within a minute whether this person is going to be a good or bad. She can just sense that off people, and she's really good at that. Whether it's a gift or whether that's just how her energy is and how she is. I think that's it. I mean, Ashley's interested in the spiritualist side, but she's never sort of like pushed it forward. Mike's interested, but then Mike's like, I can't come out tonight, or I don't want to go on camera, I don't want to do this. But Mike's very interested. If, like me and John said, we're going out for a day, Mike will come out and use equipment with us that way. But so no, it scares Jordan, to be honest. She's seen shadows in this house. Me and John had once gone to a spiritualist church at Attercliffe, and when we were there, I got a reading, and this lady that were reading for us said, your daughter sees shadows. She sees a shadow figure. She went, just tell her not to be scared of this shadow, because it's just a granddad coming in just to like check on her. She says, but it goes really quick. So as we got home, we walked through the door and Jordan says, Mom, I thought you'd just gone in the kitchen. And I went, no. I says, we've just walked in. And she went, I've just seen somebody walk into the kitchen. She says, I saw a dark shadow walk into the kitchen about 2 minutes before you come home. And it was like, and then I told her what medium said, and she thought I was winding her up, and I wasn't. But her other half, he's seen a gentleman in this house. He stood at the bottom of their bed. Again, I think it's my dad. That's me, war dog. I'm not a medium. I'm an extra large. But yeah, went on tour, underground vaults in Edinburgh. So many people mocking. I got angry. Exactly, Sheila. It just spoils it for those that is. It's a mix of parachat and rants. It is. It's always them that laugh comes knocking on your door. Very true, Dawn. Very true. It's always them that doubt it. And then later down the line, you'll bump into them and talk and say, "Oh my God, do you know that such and such this happened and that happened?" And yeah, so I think we all have our own personal experiences with paranormal. I mean, what got some of you guys interested in paranormal? Put that in chat if you can, and I'll put it up on the screen. And we'll try and talk to a few of you who put it in. But what got you into paranormal? I mean, I know Soldier before he started watching us was very go on, Soldier, what's the word? Have you ever asked the spirit to come forward in your house? We've not. I don't ask them to come forward, Anne. But obviously, when I'm working with pendulums and tarot cards, I ask for spirit guides to come in, and sort of like if there's an energy there and it means no harm to us, then yeah, I will. But we always close down afterwards. Soldier, you'd absolutely shit yourself if you saw a ghost. Lindsay, I believe in spirit animals. Definitely, Sheila. Definitely believe in spirit animals. Mine is actually a phoenix and a dragon. When I did, when I've been, it took me a long time to actually get to meet my spirit animals. But mine was actually, I saw the phoenix and then I saw the dragon come behind the phoenix, and it was really good. It was a really good experience. I saw an apparition when I was 11. Oh, Michelle, where did you see apparition? Was it somebody familiar to you? Was it somebody that was it just something that you were walking and saw? Curious, searching for proof of the afterlife. That's it, Soldier. That's what Soldier was when Soldier first come to us. And don't get me wrong, he still is. He still is curious, and he's still searching more proof. But we've caught things that you can't debunk. Especially with some of the captions that we've caught, where you can see bodily apparitions. You can see the apparitions actually in there. So yeah, it has changed his mind a little. Michelle, were you scared? Mine is actually a rabbit. Oh wow, Sheila. Also, my mum and dad also gave my mum and dad directions when I was 3 when we got lost in Wales. Freaked them out. Oh my God, Michelle, I think I'd shite myself if one of my grandkids started telling me the way to go. Dawn, mine started by going and cleaning house. In what way do you mean it started going, Dawn? When you were do you mean when you were cleansing a house, or cleaning as in tidy cleaning? Yes, I believe it. One night was when a lady came through the hallway and in front door. How came in and out the front door. That's how I came into it. Wow, Anne. How did you feel, Anne, when that happened? I enjoyed the paranormal, the unknown, and to discover that there is an afterlife. I've seen a few dark shadows, heard loud bangs at home, and seen a few UFOs. It just fascinates me. It does. It does. The whole thing fascinates me. UFOs, the taking a bad spirit out of a house. Wow, Dawn. That's amazing. Cold. So you felt the energy then, Anne. The energy that you felt the energy of them coming in. With the monks. But that isn't proof of afterlife, so the search continues. But I found a team that are honest and don't fake anything, so I'm happy. Thank you, Soldier. Thank you. I'm trying to get rid of. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm putting everything up on screen. Yeah, so that's like feeling the energy. But it's such a strange thing because, like people say, have you been touched? Well, I think you don't when you're out and. We were in a wood, and there were me, John, and there were Mark Smith, were we us, and we'd gone to Riverlin, and and I didn't want to go down a certain part of this wood. My gut feeling was telling me not to, but I went down anyway. I didn't say anything on it to anybody on camera. And then all of a sudden, I can't remember who it was, said, Lindsay needs to get out of there because there's an energy there that doesn't like her, or is a negative spirit that's going to take a swing for me. And I felt something like prod my leg. But I didn't say anything. And then John said, I feel like something's just touched my shoulder or touched my back. And I went, I've just felt that on my leg. But I didn't say anything because that to me is an experience for me that you can't see. So I don't like to say that on camera because it's like a personal experience. So if I say it, people go, oh, you're a load of rubbish. So I normally keep that to myself. It was in my bedroom. I didn't recognise him. It was two-part of a man. I can still describe him. We'll never forget. Seen a blue orb with my naked eye at Tutbury Castle too. Wow, Michelle. Do you know, it'd be good, Michelle, if you could get an artist to draw, to try and draw what you've seen, or if you're good at art, try and draw what you try and put it on paper what you've seen, and you never know, it might where that connection might come in. It might not come into around you, but it could come into around the property where you saw it, what used to be there years ago. It could go back to family members way back when you're doing your family history. It'd be really interesting, Michelle, to see. My dad still talks about it now, and he's 83. Wow. Michelle, I've seen a blue orb too, was rolling up a hill. Beautiful deep blue. Wow, yo. I have a picture in my house that's a portal for spirits. Many people see them in it, but it doesn't scare me. I think, Dawn, like you say, when you know what you're doing, there's no need to be scared. I think for people that want to see it but don't really want to see it, that's when it'll still give them the heebie-jeebies, and like you said, they check themselves. But yeah, to have a portal. Only thing with portals, you being a medium yourself, you'll know how to not how to control it, but you'll know how that works. So you know what protection to put around it to stop negative energies coming through. Or if you can't stop them, you know what will slow them down from coming through, kind of thing, if you know what I mean. But you've got all the tools. Whereas though, if somebody else had got that in their home or somewhere on their land, a lot of people don't know it's there, and they don't know how to shut it down. So yeah, it's interesting. What do you do with yours, Dawn? How do you stop the negative energies from coming forward? Michelle, I'm not surprised. He still talks about Wales. Still talks about it. 3 giving directions in Wales. I know. I'd be like, oh, I'd scream, war dog. I still don't know if I saw a ghost or an angel when I was 5, but one day, hopefully, I find out. I hope you do, my lovely. I went down Lincolnshire. Isn't that where the G3Bs were seen training several years ago? Oh, I'm not sure on that one. Morning, Debs, my lovely. Told them there was a hospital in a certain place, and they freaked out as I was right. I think I would have. I think if I'd have been in that car, I think I'd have shit myself. So what other experiences as people have? I'm just waiting for Dawn to put on how she works with her portal, because having a portal, it can be very very daunting, like I say, if you don't know what you're doing. Not sure. I'm originally from Kent. I'm just gonna have a mouthful of coffee. It got cold, this. It has gone cold. 10 o'clock. Just let me take my tabby. Oh my God, Michelle, have you ever had a last life, Michelle? Are you on your last life? Oh my God, Michelle, have you ever had a past life regression? It'd be amazing if whales come up. Now that would be interesting. And if you ever do think about having a past life, get in touch with Paul Goddard, because he's amazing. You can actually do it over a screen like this, Michelle. So you don't actually have to travel. They work. Morning, Judith. Paul worked out a way on how he can. I know last life. Paul worked out a way how he can still work during lockdown, and it's absolutely brilliant. Vonnie, if anybody knows Vonnie's had hers done. Hers were done over camera. Who else had it done over camera? I think Kenny's had his done over camera. So there's a few. Paul is good at what he does. He's amazing, Deb's Inter. Absolutely amazing. Have I got Welsh ancestry? Who knows, Michelle? Do you know, if you can, as long as it doesn't cost you a lot, try and get a bit of information from your dad about your extended family and your mum's family, and just see if there's anything. Oh, I nearly spat that out there. I don't know if anybody can hear, but my grandson's having a screaming fit downstairs. He's overtired and he won't sleep. It's a spell she uses to stop them. I'm a green witch, so I know to protect myself. Now, do you know what Dawn's just said there? What Dawn's just said about protection, that is 100% key. And do you know what? Even if you think you know it, not talking to Dawn's amazing. But always refresh yourself. And look at, even though somebody might do it a different way from the way you do it, try and take that on board, because the protection will be stronger. Do you know, if you know what I mean? Not stronger, but you'll find different ways that connect you to protecting yourself. But protecting yourself, keeping negative energy away from you. I'm 20% Scottish on my mum's side. We're Irish. We got the Irish gene in us. We're going to say something, but I'll not, because I'll insult anybody that's Irish, and I don't mean to. Key is stay grounded as well. Yes, grounded, protected, and always make sure that you're cleansed. Make sure that your chakras are cleansed. Make sure that your chakras are balanced. And again, you'll know if things aren't, if you're not protected, you'll know. And you'll definitely know if you're not grounded, because everything becomes quite chaotic in your life. I'm half and half, Dan. My dad was Irish from Dublin. My mum was from Manchester. Wow. Yeah, I've thought about having past life regression. I watch Paul, and I'm friends on Facebook. Give him a message, Michelle, because honestly, it's so uplifting. I mean, it cleared me of one of my fears. It ain't me other, but it's cleared me one of my fears. Dawn, just doing grounding, get spiritual classes. We have done, haven't we, Yo? That's what we've been learning last week, and we've gone. But what we're going to say then? Hey, Rachel, hope you're well, my lovely. Worked it off. Irish and Cornish. Never go out if you're not feeling good as well. Yeah, because that can have an adverse effect on it, can't you, Dawn? You know what, Dawn? You'll have to come and join me one day, or one evening, and come and have a chit chat. Do like a spiritual night, and talk about try and like. I know you can't really do a class. I know you can't do a class, but sort of like talk to, answer people's questions, talk to people, and stuff like that. If you fancy coming on, Dawn, and talk about your mediumship and everything else, that'd be a nice one to do. And how mediumship became a part of your life, Michelle. It would be an interesting regression. Not many. Talking about protection, maybe we should have ETA protection condoms. We don't need them. Could make some on 3D printer, but they'd be hard plastic. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Dawn. That'd be lovely. Dawn, can you explain? That sounds interesting. So Dawn will come on and answer all your questions for you. So we'll arrange a time with Dawn. I'll message you afterwards. I'm good, just fed up with pain all the time. Rachel, I know exactly how you're feeling, my lovely, and I think half of everybody in here will know. Obviously we all suffer different, but pain all the same. They've just changed me. I've gone on to Tramadol. They've took me off patches and put me on Tramadol. And that seems to be working at the minute. They want to keep me off morphine because of my age. Said I'm too young to start getting addicted to the higher strengths. But my GP, Rachel, didn't do anything. So I ended up phoning Pain Clinic up. Well, I didn't. I phoned the GP up, and he said there's nothing they could do for me. So I said, right, I want a consultation back with Pain Clinic. I want to be referred back to Pain Clinic. The GP referred me back to the Pain Clinic, and it's the Pain Clinic that can sort your medication out. Your GP won't do anything. It has to come from the Pain Clinic or the consultant that you was under. Are you on Tramadol, Sheila? Yeah. It doesn't take all the pain, but it eases it, if that makes sense. So I can feel it, but it's underlying. It's like, I can't explain it, but I'm not wincing every time I'm moving at the minute, unless I'm getting out of bed. I'm walking a distance. Obviously, that's still a pain in the arse. I can't do that. But I need to get back on with my diet. I've put weight back on, and now I have lost 2 stone, and I don't get back on. I got told there's nothing more they can do for my back. Load of bollocks if that's the doctors, Antoinette. You need to get in touch with a pain clinic. You need to ask to see a consultant for your back. Just ask your doctors to refer you to a pain clinic, and you want to see a consultant about your back. Because what the GP say and what a pain clinic will say is 2 different things. Tramadol didn't work. Tramadol, do you know what, Rachel? Different things work for different people. They put me on some morphine tablets. I forgot what they were, Zomorph or something. But they made me come off them and try Tramadol because they said that they were too addictive. So just so sad. It's so sad just in this group, the amount of pain and suffering. Love to all, says Yo-Yo. Do you know it is? Because how it affects your life it's like untrue. That is shocking. I don't know who you're answering back to, Yo-Yo. But yeah, I mean, people don't see pain, which makes it invisible, and because it's invisible, people just look at you and think you're telling porkies, or that you can do this, you can do that, and it's not always the case. Which those that suffer know, but pain totally changes your life. 100%, Debs. Changes everything. It changes. You literally. It turns your world upside down because it stops you doing so many things. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're in that dark place, when you've got these invisible illnesses and you're in a dark place because either people or even close loved ones are like, oh, there's no wrong, it's just a bit of backache, or it's sure up, it's only a bit of you've only got pains in your arm, it's no, do you know what I mean? Or whatever wherever you fibromyalgia, you're sleeping or whatever. It really does, and I don't think people understand how it turns your life around. But when you're in a dark place, you see no ending. All you see is, I can't do this and I can't do that. You can't do anything, and we all get in that place. It is debilitating, Michelle. And I think what we need to start doing, and it's easy to say it, now to do it is completely different, and some people can do it, some people can't do it. Some people it'll take longer for it, some people get it straight away. We all say, like I used to say, I can't play football with grandkids anymore. I can't walk my daughter down aisle. I can't walk my son down aisle. Not that he'd have his dad, but you know what I mean. I can't dance anymore. I can't go. I used to love walking. I can't go walking anymore. And everything was, I can't. And I had to change that to, I can. And don't get me wrong, I still have those dip days where I can't wins. But the outlook is the I cans outweigh the I can't. If I want to go for a walk, I can go for a walk. I have to use a mobility scooter. I have to use an aid. But it gets me out. It gets me doing what I want to do. I get moaned at for sleeping a lot. Debs, it's awful. But you know, if they were in that situation, then they'd have some understanding of what it's like. But how it's how it makes you feel when you're being moaned at, because you're not in control of it. You know, you're not in control, Deb. So don't just ignore the moaning if you can, and not so much ignore them, but try and put them in a position to where they could try and understand, you know. And it's very difficult to do though. But yeah, you've got to. It's like, what else can you do? These numerous things. I used to love to up, but my back says, what are you doing? Exactly, War Dog. But like you said, I can't play football with kids, but what I can do is I can go on field and I can throw them a ball. I can throw the ball to them and then they have to run and bring it back. I went for a walk with Jordan and boys a couple of weeks back. We only went out. We went down to little woodland at Bottom. And it were brilliant. Kids were running around, they were picking the sticks up, they were filling me scooter trolley basket on it, they were filling it with sticks, stones, and all sorts of crap, leaves. So yeah, but I enjoyed that day. I walked with them up to the park, and I went to the park with them. I feel awful because I can't watch them because they're all over, and she's got two, and one's going one way, one's going the other. But we managed, and I think John come with at that point as well. I can be goalpost, exactly, soldier. That's what I can be. I can be part of game. That'd be right good. The hardest is always trying to smile and be positive, but in so much pain. Do you know? That's what I think too, Lindsay. I can play with kids, but not as far as I used to. Yeah. It's like picking them up. It's like lifting them and carrying them, walking them into the kitchen, taking them to bed. I can't do any of that, and it's awful. Evening, Tracy. Where have you and Mr. Dave been? But yeah, the hardest thing is trying to smile and be positive. I think for some of us, it's a fake smile. I think you've just because you've been in that, because you've experienced that pain so much, and you're fed up of people not believing you. You sort of like put a fake smile on when they say, "Are you okay?" You're like, "Yeah, everything's fine, all's good." And it's like, no, I can't. You can't even walk. I can't get to the bathroom, or I can't shower myself, or I can't put my socks on. I can't put my shoes on. But I think a lot of us, we build that wall up and we put that fake smile on. And I think sometimes that can go against us as well. That can make us like make people think that we don't need the help that we do need. So it's catch 22, whatever you're in. My grandson jumps on scooter. He loves me picking up. Do you know, both my grandsons were on my mobility scooter the other day. Fletcher wouldn't get on it at first. Arthur loves it because he just presses beeper and beeps. And Fletcher were really daunted about getting on. And then other day we just went for a little walk. And Fletcher went, "Nanny," and I stopped, and he got on scooter, and me and Jordan were like, "Oh, he just got on scooter." So yeah. The fixed grin, hey, that's the one, yo, the fixed grin. We know all about that, don't we, sweets? When I used to be a goalkeeper, I used to break my glasses all the time, and my nan must have been mad at me because I went through 6 pairs in 1 month. Oh, poor dog. I have to push myself to go to work when I get home. Can't do much else, but I always feel mentally better for going, just a wreck physically. It's a pity, Michelle, that at work they couldn't. I don't know whether there's lighter duties they can do or lighter duties you can do to try and make it better. Obviously, in some jobs you just can't. You just have to go and do it. But it's like trying to stay working, because I think keeping working keeps you positive. Because, like you said, it gives you something to get up and do. I think when you don't have anything to get up and do, it's sort of like that can put a cloud over you as well. But yeah, I mean, hopefully for you, Michelle, that there is something that on work side something can be done. That I struggle with getting dressed and undressed front waist out. Yeah, it's awful, Antoinette. Off now, bile sending love. And got hospital appointment. Oh, bless you. Loads of healing, Anne, and I hope hospital goes all right, my beauties, and we'll see you later. I slipped disc last year. I told myself every day I will walk in and use self-healing. Do you know what, Dawn? If it works for you and it works for so many others, anything's worth a try. But like you say, I think a lot of it is what we say to ourselves. I think that positive has to... Hey, morning, Helen. Yeah, miss working. You know, Debs, you have to find little hobbies that you can do, and maybe look at doing stuff on Etsy or eBay or whatever. But get yourself working on little projects or something to keep your mind busy. I found that helps. But yeah, being positive, I think, and like you said, trying these different things using self-healing methods or positive thought. When they say imagine yourself, so actually imagine, and I think this is what Dawn will be talking about as well, imagine yourself walking, but do it bit by bit. Don't think that you can run. But yeah, you're supposed to stop the ball with your hands, not your face. I'll stop it with my clock. Oh dear. Michelle, I understand. Yeah. I said morning to Helen. Hope you're well, sweet lady. Don't great things self-healing. It totally is. And we've learned a bit of that, at the Spiritualist Church in First One. That's something that on the last Spiritualist Church that I went to, it didn't really go into some of the depth to what this one is. So I'm finding this one interesting. So even though I know it, I'm still learning something new. And I think you find that with everything, even though you know it, you'll always pick up some new things that different people talk about than others. Visualization, great, yes. I enjoy it, keeps me motivated, physical job. So I just do what I can. That's all. As long as you don't push yourself, Michelle. Otherwise, I'll have to... finger talking to you when I see you. You didn't quite get the hang of it breaking 6 pairs in a month. No, I don't think he did, soldier. Bless him. I'd have put him big plastic rims on and just like that's it. That'd be it. I find sitting long makes my pain ease. I find, I think it can have its adverse effect though as well. I think if you sit so long, it eases your pain. But once you get up to move, it's like lightning shooting through your body. My love for art and crafts has stopped because of pain at this time. I will get back to it. Oh, that's good. Make sure you do, Debs. Set yourself things. I mean, if there's anything you can be doing now towards the to the arts and the crafts that you're doing, like trying to plan what you're going to do. So I don't know which part you go when you're doing your arts and crafts, but if it's like I don't know if it's crocheting or stuff like that, make sure you've got in what you want, or look for the pattern of the thing that you want to make. Again, if it's doing things with flowers and stuff like that, just planning it out and just getting it planned out, even if you can't put it to paper because you're too sore, the pain's too much, but trying to, again, that visualization of you doing it, at least that's putting the positive thoughts in your head. Don't let the negative creep in by thinking I can't do that. Just put in and said, this is what I am going to do. I will do this, and hopefully you'll start seeing a different pattern and a different way of thinking. Start to seize up. It's hurried and hard to find the right medium. It is yo-yo. It is. Don't make my pain worse. Yeah, it's catch-22, isn't it? W will lots of healing energy to you, definitely. So definitely loads of healing coming to everybody today, because I think everybody's in need of some healing today. I think last year took a toll on a lot of people. Well, actually, I think from the beginning at lockdown, I think it really took a toll on everybody's energy, and I think now we're all coming out of it this end. I think as energy fields are still recuperating, as you want to say. I mean, it's like now, we used to go out in winter time, up before lockdown, we were going out in winter, and it were cold, but it weren't as cold as what it feels now. I go out, and if it's cold, I'm literally, my bones are burning because it's that cold. It's so silly on how our bodies have changed, and the temperatures and everything. It's really, really weird. Baby step each day. Don't rush things. Look at what you've done today and stop planning your weeks. Help. And stop planning your weeks. Do you know that's a good one as well? Yeah, don't plan a week. Plan a day. Day by day. If you plan it week by week, you'll just give yourself too much. Unless you're one of them that likes that busiest lifestyle, then it'll work for you. But if not, just do like Dawn's just said, baby steps all the way. I guess Soldier knows my secret. The cat is out of the bag. Yeah, I didn't get to master it. Oh, bless you, war dog. I also visualize internal soldiers, the good soldiers that fight the pain soldiers. Yeah, totally agree, yo. War dog, I'm just kidding. He is just kidding, War dog. Getting old is not fun. It bloody isn't. Everybody said that getting old is hitting 40, then fabulous 50s, or we're fabulous 60s, fabulous 40s, fabulous 50s, and fabulous 60s. Where's all this bloody menopause coming from, and all this shite that we have to put up with? It's like, really? Really? We have to give birth. We have to go through all that pain. We have to go through all problems a woman's body has. And then to top it off, we end up with a bleeding menopause. Men are the problem, ladies. Men are the problem. I can say that because John's downstairs and he can't hear me. I don't even think he's watching, so all is good. So what I'm going to do now for a quick minute, it's not a reading, it's just affirmations for you for the day before I finish off. So I'm just going to pick a few. It won't be everybody, but I will pick a few out. Don't ask, I'm just going to click on your names. And yeah, I'll just give you a reading for today. So let's start with Debs. Debs, for you. Shuffle my card, pick a card out. Today for you, it says, release the burden of worries by giving them, it says to God, but I'm going to call it Divine Spirit, by giving them to the Divine Spirit for healing and solutions, Dawn. That's for you, my lovely. Michelle, for you. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Antoinette, it's a time of big and blessed change for you, and Divine Spirit is supporting you each step of the way. Soldier, oh, it's awful, Debs. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Join the like-minded people for friendship and increase spiritual growth. That's soldiers. Overmissed. Helen, I love painting. Stop me losing my mind. Do you know, I think anything arty-farty is really good, isn't it, Ellen? Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So I hope that makes some sense. Who've I missed? Well, you'll have to start putting if I've missed you, if I've not come to you yet. That's very apt. It is very apt. It is. Yo-Yo, this one's for you. So no Yo-Yo's on. Yo-Yo, this one's for you. Take a deep breath and on the exhale, release the situation for the divine power for healing and answers. Rachel, this one's for you, my lovely. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessarily life changes. Who else wants one? Have I done Jamie one? Have I done War Dog? Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, everybody. Anybody else want a quick card reading? Not a card reading, just an affirmation of the day for yourselves. Just so you've got something. Debs, I should have seen, because I've scrolled down. The recovery of health and wellness is here. That's the card that's come out for you, my lovely. Sheila, you've been through a lot and you need time to heal and recover. I'll pull one for Ralph. Ralph, trust the signs and your inner guidance which are leading you to fulfillment. And I read for... I got Debs. Yeah, I'll have a fresh one, please. Thank you. Dawn, you need to you say to yourself, every day I'm beautiful and good today. Self-importance. It is. Tracy, for you, my lovely. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. For Dave, your unique qualities are important parts of your life's purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. Rachel Kennedy, have I done you, Rach? Have I done Rachel? I thought I'd done Rachel. Rachel, did I do you? I think I've done Rachel. Anybody else wanting a card? You missed it. Yeah, I've done Rachel. That's okay. Anybody else wanting a card before we finish off? I think what I'm going to do this in a moment. When I come on, Breakfast with Lindsay's back on. Yeah, I'll do Breakfast with Lindsay. I can't do it on a Thursday because Thursday is market day. so I can't do it on a Thursday morning. But I'll come back on and start doing breakfast with Lindsay, and we'll look at these affirmation cards and end at live. We'll give affirmations out for you to give you something thought for the day, and hopefully it'll bring you some clarity, or give you an answer that you're wanting. So if I've got everybody, I want to say thank you for everybody joining, and again, thank you for sticking by us. We know we've not been constant in lives, but things will get back to normal over the next few weeks. And love, light, and healing to everybody from me, John, and all our amazing moderators and everybody here at ETA. So thank you so much, guys. Love you loads. Also, did not make the mountain, but did something. Wow. You're more than welcome, everybody. You're more than welcome, and love you loads. And we shall be seeing you later on tonight. Oh, Helen, I didn't you one, did I, Ellen? Ellen, for you, be aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Oh, be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Start listening, believe what's in your gut. So yeah, have a lovely, blessed day, everybody. Thank you, Michelle. And I'll be back on later. I don't know whether I'm doing a few ghost stories before I pass it book on to Yolanda, or I'm going to do the crime. I'll see which one's going to go down best for tonight. But yeah, so take care. Much love to you all. See you soon. Bye.